In After Effects, I'm going to drag and drop my two examples. One is an image and the other one is a video clip. To begin, I'm just going to drag my video to the comp icon to create a composition. Then I'm going to drag my image into the composition. I'm going to trim my video to about 10 seconds. I'm going to drag the start of my image layer to where the video ends, just like that. In my first example, I'm going to drag and drop the Quick Depth plugin into the image layer. Immediately, the image layer becomes a depth map. To use the depth map, I'm going to duplicate the image by pressing Ctrl D. I will rename the top layer to include depth map, and the other one I will leave as is. I'm going to remove the Quick Depth plugin of the bottom layer, then I will hide the top layer that has the plugin. In Blur and Sharpen, I'm going to select Camera Lens Blur, then drag and drop it into the bottom layer. To control the blur, I'm going to go to the effect controls of the Camera Lens Blur plugin. I will go to Blur Map, then inside the layer selection box, I will select number 2, Depth City Backdrop, which is our top layer. Now we start to notice the change. The background is now blurred. To control which area of the image the blur is applied to, I will use the Blur Focal Distance slider. In this setting, the foreground is blurred compared to the background. I can increase the blur by bumping up the blur radius. Right now it's set at 5, but I can increase it like so, let's say 10. To determine what kind of blur I get, I can go through the types here. Let's fiddle with the adjustments by tweaking some of these controls. Now I'm going to go back to the depth map layer. So far, I've been using the depth, so I'm going to switch to other settings. Let's try the turbo, which is a color map, and there are others: Inferno, Viridis, Plasma, and Cividis. I will try the other maps later, but if you've seen my other video about depth maps, the same principle applies. The lighter the color, the closest to the camera, the darker the color, the further away.
Good morning.